I've never understood why she says Long Beach like that in that song. Long Beach. Imagine if that's how you had to say all your cities. You're talking to somebody and you're like, where do you live? How was school, Zoe?
It was okay.
You need to speak up.
It was okay.
How was your teachers that you love so much? Do you still love them, or do they give you homework?
I have homework, but it's not hard.
Oh, you got easy homework?
Because I have like 3 new classes, so it kind of feels like I'm starting over the whole year.
Uh-huh.
But like, since we're starting over with 3 new classes, we're going by really slowly so we can feel adjusted in the class.
Yeah.
Like all my 3 new classes.
Huh.
And mostly my comp class because he said that a lot of people get put in and taken out of that class. So.
Oh. It's just like
It's like we're going to start on the computers possibly Friday or Monday, so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't been clogging this week because I've been really sick. And I'm still sick. I didn't go to work today because I'm still recovering, but I'm starting to feel better. So we're coming to pick up Anime Girl back there from school, and Carny Val is driving the car, but she doesn't want to be in the clog. Only her arm is right here. She might chime in with an opinion or two on whatever subject we're talking about. Oh, did you give Jacob that CD?
No, I gave it back to you.
You gave it back to me.
Yeah, it's still in your car.
No, I unzipped your bag and stuffed it in your bag.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Look in your bag.
I cleaned out my bag yesterday.
Well, I put that CD in there.
No, you didn't.
I did. Oh man, was it cold this morning?
I guess.
Yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I'm out of it. I'm sick. What? What happened at school today?
Stuff?
Stuff? Did you eat your lunch?
Yes.
Where?
Where I usually eat lunch. Behind the 800
Behind the quad?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to be behind the quad?
You can eat wherever you want in the school. Wherever.
So if you got a ladder and climbed up on the roof, you could eat on the roof.
Dad, that's not what I mean.
You said exactly.
On school grounds.
You said wherever. So
If it's in a classroom or outside anywhere on school campus, then you can eat there.
As long as it's on the campus, you can eat there.
Anywhere on the campus besides on the freaking roofs.
Okay. What about on the tennis courts?
That's not on campus.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
The tennis courts are officially part of the campus.
Okay, if it's like from the freaking parking lot
Uh-huh.
and past the parking lot,
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
Okay. Unless you have a pass.
Yeah. Unless you have an off-school campus pass, then you can go off campus, get lunch, and come back and eat.
If you could go off campus and get lunch, what would you get?
No.
Just off the top of your head, what would you go drive and get? What would be the first lunch?
I don't know.
Subway?
Subway at my school, so...
Yeah, why would you leave to get Subway?
I don't know, Dad.
I would go get In-N-Out.
They don't have In-N-Out at Claremont.
I know, you just drive over to Upland. It's like right there.
God, I don't know directions. I only know things in Claremont.
Well, I hope that when you get a license that you know directions and you don't just drive in a circle.
I would probably need a GPS.
I think that anybody who doesn't have a license doesn't know directions, and then they get one and they figure it out.
Like, I don't get how people remember streets. I can't remember stuff on a test, okay?
You can remember stuff if you study for it.
I study things and try to remember things over and over, and then once I sit down, put my stuff away, and start looking at the test, everything
everything?
Yes, Dad.
I don't know. I've seen some of your tests you did pretty good on. You're not horrible at tests. You keep saying you're horrible at something, and you're always going to be horrible at it. You just have to believe that you can, or you're not going to be able to. But driving is one of those things where once you start doing it more, then it just becomes second nature, and you start knowing major streets. I don't know every street. I just know major streets.
Because I don't imagine myself just looking at every street and trying to, like, memorize it. Just...
Nobody does that.
Then how does everyone know the streets, like...
Because there's a sign right there that says them.
Because, like I see people on the phone and they just, like, I don't see them looking at the streets, they just say the street that they're on. I'm just like, how do you even remember that on top of your head? I don't even know how to read streets, okay? I'm not sure how to say what streets first and everything.
Maybe we should have a map class.
Because, like,
so you can learn how
like
to use
the
the
up
map.
and down street is like, I don't know. Like, what street are you supposed to be on? The up and down street or the left and right street?
That doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't matter.
The cross street or the up and down street? You know, the streets that are named right here, the streets that are named right here.
What's in front of you is what you're on.
Yeah.
But people are like, no, it's the one on the left.
Oh, no, yeah, it's the one on the side.
The one that you see
Is
the
the one
name
that-
of, you're going,
the
oh,
cross
okay,
street.
that's what I'm going to turn on to.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Why can't it be the street that you're looking ahead of?
Well, if you're on that street, then you don't need to know the name of it because you're already on it.
Yeah.
And so if you do need to know the name of it, you drive past the sign and look at it. But you need to know what you're turning at. So you go, oh, it's mountain, I need to turn here. That kind of thing.
We're on.
Oh, here we are at Benson. Okay, I need to turn here. That kind of thing.
Well, just because is not logical to you doesn't mean it's not logical.
Yeah. You'll get it
It
once you
works for
start driving.
everybody else in the world.
You'll get it once you start driving. When I was starting out driving and I was young, I had what they call a Thomas guide, which is a GPS in paper. So they didn't have something that automatically had a little blue blippy line that automatically adjusted and moved the whole screen on my phone. No, there was none of that. I didn't have a phone. I had a pager and a Thomas guide, and I would have to flip through it and find it, and continued on B72 and then flip all the way over to B72 and go, oh crap, how do I get there?
Yeah.
Oh, it was such a pain.
One thing that's really irritating is freeway talk. I just want to shoot everyone in California that speaks freeway, okay? Just
What are
admit
you
it.
doing here, Stuart? That thing?
I don't know if California is the only place that does that.
Yeah.
Freeway
that just,
talk?
Like, always talks about freeways.
It's actually only Southern California.
Southern California freeway talk is a big deal, man.
It's really annoying. I'm just like, I realized what people were talking about once I saw numbers and like put context together. But when I heard numbers like, oh, we're gonna go on the 10 and the 180 or some crap, I'm just like, what? Does that even?
Well, when I go to work after I drop you off at school, I get on the 10
Stop!
to the 71 to the 91
To the
to the 241 to the 160
No sense.
To
to the 5, sometimes to the 5. Every now and then I go to the 405.
Like, I think it started making sense when I started seeing that sketch. I'm like, it makes so much sense.
Like if you're gonna go to LA, you can take the 10 or the 210, but they change. So like if you take
I
the
don't
210,
know what
it turns
you're
into the
talking
134, and then you gotta take the 110 or the 101 south.
I swear to God, if you guys ever say things like that when I start to drive, I'm going to shoot you.
Like, Zoe, you gotta get to this job, okay? It's a really awesome job for voice acting. First you get on the 10, then you take
I
the
wouldn't
5.
know where that is.
Then you take the 2 to the 101.
I wouldn't know where to stop or turn. And
Get off on Hollywood Boulevard.
God, why can't you just?
We're gonna have to hire a driver for her.
You know, you can always move to New York and just say, taxi!
Walk to the train.
All right, well, the clog's over with. We'll have a better one when I'm feeling better, and we're back in the other car. Right now, we're in the Challenger. And it's a challenge to get words out without feeling like I'm going to choke to death on coughing. So, see you around. If you want to see more clogs, make sure and take the Facebook to the Google to the YouTube and click on our subscribe button.